on the Game of the Week. One of the greatest comeback attempts in NFL history.
Got a first down and more, getting to the 20, to the 15, 10, 5, touchdown Giants.
Gets him back in the conversation here.
As the Giants fight to beat Cam Newton's perfect Panthers.
Throws one left into the end zone, and it is caught for the touchdown by Odell Beckham Jr.
Featuring never-before-seen footage and exclusive sound only NFL Films can deliver.
Setting records all around, boss.
We take you beyond the experience of game day and inside this season's most epic matchup like no one else. It's the Game of the Week, right now on NFL Replay.
This is our house. Let me feel you. I want to hear. What? I need more this morning, baby.
Turn that up.
Here we go.
Turn that up.
What? Ain't nothing better than 14-0, man. This is history. Today, we're going to make history. 14-0. We the best. Let's go ahead and prove that today. All 4 quarters. Ball with me today. Back up and ball with me, Trey. Ball with me today, man. Ball with me today, fellas. Ball with me. Ball no 3. 1, 2, 3. Ball.
This critical NFC matchup got underway with a critical miss by the Giants.
Deep ball down the right side. He's got Odell Beckham Jr. who dropped it.
It's unfortunate that I let the opportunity pass, right through my hands. He blew by the defender, and Eli puts it exactly where it needs to be. Couldn't ask for a better ball, couldn't ask for a better play, and I just let the opportunity go.
And the action begins now with the unbeaten Panthers' second possession of the first quarter.
Terry McCauley, the referee, veteran ref, talked to both coaches during the break. First it was Coughlin, then Ron Rivera, about what's been going on between Odell Beckham and Josh Norman. No flags for that stuff, but it is getting a little chippy out there. Starting just outside their 10, handoff is to Tolbert. And Tolbert is going to push the pile across the 15, picks up 4. Second and 6, passes caught. This is Ginn. And Ginn, who is having a career year, is good for 23. Another big play to number 19.
Yeah, well, Ted Ginn, we've seen how he has just destroyed some defenses in the last 2 weeks with his speed. 2 touchdowns in each of the last 2 ball games, and so he's going to get some respect because of that speed. Soft coverage. Nice area there for Cam Newton to fit the ball into him.
Fake it to Tolbert. Here's Olsen, his first catch. Collins on the tackle. Landon brought him down after a gain of 6. Third down and 1. Here is Tolbert. He's got a first down. Ayers on the tackle, but not before Tolbert, who, by the way, has the attention of Steve Spagnuolo, the defensive coordinator for the Giants. They may be without Jonathan Stewart, who is number 3 in the NFL at just under 1,000 yards, but Spags likes what Tolbert brings as a ball carrier.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, he's a pretty versatile player. He's good as a blocker. They use him as a running back at times. He can catch the football. He's got good size. They've been utilizing him here in this game.
The rookie Cameron Artis-Payne is going to be faked to as Newton keeps it. Cam Newton in the big body rolls inside the 20. And out of bounds inside the 5, and a flag comes down as an official goes down as well. That read option, and Cam Newton kept it and picks up 47. And a flag came in at the end of the play.
After the play, personal foul and necessary roughness. Defense number 21, late hit out of bounds. Half minutes to the goal, first down.
You see everybody flows that way, and it just opens up the middle for Cam Newton. And a lot of times you don't know if he's actually reading it or it's pre-designed in the huddle, but it sure looked there like he was reading the plays. You see Pierre Paul come in, and without being able to wrap up with both arms, it's been a challenge for him. But what a run by Cam Newton.
Pass is caught back in the end zone. Ginn for the touchdown. Touchdown throw number 29 for Cam Newton.
It's a well-designed route. You're going to see Ted Ginn as he pushes inside. You've got Dahl who's thinking, well, maybe he's going to cross across the back line, and it puts him on his heels, and then Ginn goes back to the corner and opens up the space for Cam Newton.
That's big, man. Nice job, man. There we go, Joe Webb. Let's go, baby.
That's the hunt. 118. That's it.
Handoff is to Jennings. Nice little hop and a good carry on first down as he picks up 7. Brought down by Charles Johnson.
That's the hit. 118. That's it.
First down as Jennings picks it up.
118. That's it.
Manning, quick setup and throw, and the pass is caught by Nix. It depends on where they mark him. It's right at the first down marker. It's enough for a first down. That's a big time catch.
180. That's it.
Delayed handoff for the first down to Jennings. And when you talk to the Giants, they'll say this is Jennings' job right now. If he grabs it and goes with it, coming off that good game at the Dolphins.
Yeah, and they really needed that, Joe, last Monday night, and he took advantage of it. Prior to that, he had been struggling running the football, but as long as he's productive in this game and doing what he did on Monday night, finishing runs, he's going to continue to get the load. And they were a balanced attack, and certainly that's going to be important against this outstanding defensive ball club.
First down now for Manning. Left alone for the touchdown is Ruben Randall. They forgot about 82.
Just a blown coverage by Carolina. You got slant here, and then you got Ruben Randall up the sideline, and Portland Finnegan, it looked like, was the one who either he was in man coverage and he blows the coverage, or on the outside they don't pass it off, but it leaves Ruben Randall open for the touchdown.
Next on the game of the week, Superman assumes control.
He's going to run to his right now. He's going to throw. He's got his tight end, Olsen, down the right side to the 10.
With the game tied at 7, the Panthers and Giants twice traded punts to start the second quarter, and the action resumes with 5:46 remaining until halftime. First and 10 for the Panthers at the Carolina 20-yard line.
Newton. JPP brings him down. And how good must that feel for number 90? That's his first sack.
Well, initially they bring Ed Dixon across, and they anticipate that Newton will be able to get the ball to him prior to Jason Pierre-Paul making a play on Newton, but just nowhere really for Newton to go with the football. And that's a heck of a tackle for Jason Pierre-Paul on a guy that's very difficult to bring down in the open field.
Cameron Artis-Payne, the rookie running back. Collins able to drag him down on 2nd and 19. Now 3rd down and 11. Newton hit as he throws, and it's dropped by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. He was thinking touchdown before securing the interception, and it was thrown right into his gut as Newton A little banged up. He had bodies around him when he let that pass go.
Looks like it might be a shoulder of some kind. He's injured something, Joe, but there's pressure on the outside by Robert Ayers. There's pressure in the middle, Colin Jenkins. And for the Giants, they have missed too many opportunities in this first half against a team that hadn't lost all season long. You have to make that play. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie.
180, I said.
Here is Jennings. Jennings out to the 49, gain of 7. Let's go back to that near pick. Katchery and Amukamara were jostling downfield. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie had one that he let get away.
Hey, easy. Hey, Bearcats. Bearcats. What are you doing, man? 5'9", 180. I said.
2nd and 3, handoff to Jennings. They're ruling him down. Ball popped out. But they're ruling Jennings down. It'll be 3rd and about a yard, and now a flag. Justin Pugh was downfield as the return was happening, even though the play was dead, and they threw the flag on Pugh, who was
There's no
pleading
foul
his
for unnecessary
case.
roughness. 3rd down.
And they're going to pick it up.
Let's first take a look and see whether or not his knee was on the ground. It was close.
It didn't look like the knee was. I wasn't checking the right arm.
Yeah, his knee was not, and then it's a matter of, and Ron Rivera is going to challenge the call.
He is no stranger to that. It's punched out by Charles Tillman. If this is a forced fumble, it'll be the 44th career forced fumble for Charles Tillman, his 11th career fumble recovery. Here's the call.
After the runner was not down before he lost control. It will be Carolina's ball, 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. Please set the game clock to 3 minutes, 30 seconds.
That's a big turnover. Now Cameron Artis-Payne, the rookie running back.
I like the quarterback sneak here.
He's going to flip it. Wide open Olsen. Olsen to the end zone for the touchdown. And this Carolina team, #1 in the NFL in points off takeaways. They add 6, maybe 7 more. All eyes on Newton, and Olsen gets behind the defense.
Well, it looked like Cooper Taylor. He's playing safety. He's a young guy. He's gotten more of an opportunity to play. He comes up, number 30, and he tries to play Cam Newton, and Olsen gets in behind it. But what a call by offensive coordinator Mike Shula. I really believe, Joe, that even if they had not have converted there, if it was 4th and 1, I think they'd go for it. So it's a good call on 3rd down to go play action.
Pass is caught by Ginn. 3rd down and 5. Pressure. Jason Pierre-Paul can't make the tackle, and the pass is caught for a 1st down by Katchery. And the frustration for Jason Pierre-Paul. Got there, could not bring down Cam Newton right here. And Newton out to find Katchery for the 1st down.
Yeah, just no way you're going to be able to get Cam Newton down, you know, trying to make a grab on him there. You're just not able to get enough of him. And you know, we heard Michael Strahan earlier today say that Jason Pierre-Paul had put his weight back on from 240 pounds to 270 or so, and that's not much bigger than Cam Newton.
From the 41, 1st down, pass caught. Katchery again. He's inside the 30 with a 1st down. Third down and 7, blitz again. Pass is caught by Conchery. Good catch. Steeler as well. Pass caught by Funchess. And the rookie is in for the touchdown.
Well, Funchess is a guy who missed a lot of time in training camp. He was behind when the season began as a rookie, but he just keeps getting better and better and better as this season goes along. He runs a nice route against Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, and Cam Newton just lays it right on the money, and he goes out and just snatches it with his hands. That's a great job to finish off this first half.
Got it. There you go, baby.
An unforgettable second half is next on the Game of the Week as Cam's perfect Panthers fight for 14-0.
Philly Brown, right corner of the end zone.
Back we go, 12:46 left, third quarter. Carolina up 14. Blitz again, pass caught, Funchess. Barely able to hang on to the ball, but he's got a first down and a gain of 16. Plenty of protection, pass is caught by Corey Brown. Now third down and 8, blitz comes late, pass is caught. That's Ginn. And Ginn's got a first down inside the 35. Here's Olsen. Breaks a tackle. Got another first down near the 20. Here's one for Brown. Touchdown. Corey Brown in the 4th of the day for Cam Newton. And I guess the knee's okay.
Knee's okay, and another double move this time on Tremaine McBride, and Corey Brown, like we saw on the other side with Ted Ginn. You're going to see the move that he makes. Starts to the slant, up the field, the old sluggo route. It's touchdown Carolina.
Keep it going, let's go. Hey, we need some rush, keep it going. 118, what's it?
When you look around at this league and what other teams have, they're as solid as anyone across the board.
You jump, 180, what's it?
Here's Randall. Survives a hit by Norman, but he stopped well short of the first down. In fact, lost yardage, and a flag is down. Looks like offensive pass interference against the Giants.
Pass interference, offense number 13. Penalties decline, 4th down.
They get Odell Beckham there. There's contact before the ball's left the quarterback's hands, and he continues to block as the play progresses. But you get into this type of situation, you're down 21 points, and it becomes a feeding frenzy for this Carolina defense.
Well, they run it on the first 2 plays, complete a short pass, then loses yardage, another 3 and out. Here's Ginn. Ginn with a big return. Wing, the punter, slows him down. And Wing's teammates get there. Darkwell on the stop. Odell Beckham is talking with his position coach, Sean Ryan, on the sideline. He had the early drop by Beckham, and then it seemed like the mental game was won by Josh Norman early as Beckham was just thrown off.
You just think about the opportunities that this Giants team has not capitalized on, starting with Odell Beckham.
High throw, good catch by Cameron Artis-Payne. Stays in bounds and will take it near the 16. He went around. JT Thomas picks up 20.
Well, missed tackles have been a bit of an issue for the Giants, and they miss a couple again here on Cameron Artis-Payne, who's getting his opportunity because of the injury to Jonathan Stewart.
Protection again. Pass is caught. Brown looking for the end zone down to the 1. Play action. Newton is going to go down with Robert Ayers right there for the Giants. 3rd down and goal. Wide receiver screen, and it's Ginn for the touchdown. He had Olsen and Orr out in front of him. And Ginn has the 5th touchdown catch of the day for Carolina. What a day for number 1.
You know, and I like seeing Cam Newton continue to have fun out there and dance. I mean, I think it's all in good fun. He's not, you know, making fun of any opponent. He's been awfully good for the game this year in the way that he's been able to celebrate and enjoy the wins that they've been able to accumulate. But Ted Ginn, he takes advantage of some of his return skills and sets up the blockers and is able to punch it in for the touchdown.
That's his 2nd of the day.
Hey, you know that's my first screen ever. Yeah. Because I've been on like for 6.
Hey man, setting records all around, boss. Setting records all around.
Next on the Game of the Week, one of the greatest comeback attempts in NFL history gets underway.
Manning back to throw. Throws one to the right.
Down by 28. Here is Beckham. He's got his first catch of the day. And now Norman gets on top of him at the end of it and has a little extra for Beckham.
118. What's that?
Here's a 3rd down and 2 pass incomplete to Will Tye. And with the punt team coming out, it's Eli Manning who says stay on the sideline. It's 4th down and 2.
Yeah, I can't imagine there having been really any kind of decision on this. Now 28 points. I don't think there's any choice other than go for it.
118.
Beckham with a 1st down catch. And he is thrown to the ground by Norman. And there they go again. And there is a flag. Early on, after just about every play, this stuff was going on, and now they throw a flag on it.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, offense number 13. 15-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 10 after enforcement.
Grab the left leg of Josh Norman.
You know, just try to get him back to playing football. And you know, hey, let's just play football and play the game and don't get, you know, caught up in this. So you know, I think he was able to kind of dial it back in and make some big plays for us.
180.
Here is 2nd and 15. Handoff is to Vereen, able to stay upright and picks up a 1st down. And there's Beckham again. What is going on? Have you seen a guy this thrown off his game before?
They ought to throw him out of the game, Joe, and they just might.
I mean, he's out of control.
Well, he's hurting his football team. He hurt him dropping the ball, and now he's hurt him with, you know, multiple penalties already. We'll see what this flag is for.
He came flying in at the end of that play.
Yeah, and you know, Tom Coughlin, he's not normally a coach that tolerates this either, so I would expect him to take action too.
And Norman is...
Well, they've been trying to calm him down each and every time.
Fouls on each team. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, offense number 13. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 24. The penalty's offset at the dead ball spot. 1st down.
So it's called against both, and Norman is trying to get calmed down. Watch the end of this play. That's not it. It's here.
I wanted him to play the game. He had to learn. He's got to learn at some point how to deal with some things on the field. He made some mistakes today, but I'm hoping he'll recognize that and get over it.
I wasn't going to pull Josh out. I mean, the thing is, Josh has got to learn to play through those things. He's such a talented young man. He's very emotional though, and he's got to learn to maintain his composure and play through those types of situations. We started to get scrappy for no reason. There was no reason to do that. Just turn away and walk away. That'd been a lot easier. It'd been a lot easier for us. That's for doggone sure.
There they go again. Penalty flag is down. Here's Miles White. Beckham is so off his game, he's not even running routes. He's coming off the ball trying to take Norman's head off.
Yeah, he's just clapping because he thinks they're finally going to call Josh Norman for something, but this looked like it was within, of course they go hands to the face, is probably where they're going to get him, but it was within the 5 yards.
I'm throwing this one on Norman.
Yeah, and the flag came in. I mean, they're watching it, but.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Defense number 24. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
And now Norman's getting into it with fans behind the Carolina bench. 2nd and 10.
118.
Pass is caught by Beckham, sliding down. With under 2 to go in the 3rd quarter, we still have a long way to go in this game. Here's a pass caught by Ty for the touchdown. And Finnegan's trying to avoid getting into it with Beckham as Ty makes a nice catch and has back-to-back weeks with a touchdown as he breaks the plane of the goal line.
Well, he really does. That's a good grab on his part. And how about Will Tye, one of the most unlikely of guys to be able to contribute the way that he has in recent weeks. But injuries has given him an opportunity. He's become one of Eli's favorite guys to throw the ball to.
Here's Jennings, goes nowhere. Here's Randall with a catch as he finds a hole in the defense.
You think about defensively, defensive player of the year. And Josh Norman, as you said, certainly in that conversation. And his teammate Luke Kuechly's in that conversation. And which one would you vote on between those two guys? And then, of course, you got J.J. Watt. But I believe that when you look at the season, again, similar to what I made with Cam Newton, that the defensive player of the year will come from this team.
Here's Jennings on 1st down after a 20-yarder to Randall. He gets 8, brought down by Coleman.
And I guess, Joe, to answer that question that I just posed, I know what a great corner means, and I know how good this guy has been. But Luke Kuechly, the quarterback of this defense, would be a hard one for me not to vote for.
Jennings has got a 1st down and a touchdown. And this one isn't over yet.
Yeah, it's a long way from being over, Joe, with over 13 minutes still left to play. And you're going to see the job that the offensive line does. And Rashad Jennings, he hits it, and there's just nobody there once he gets past. Luke Kuechly had come up from the inside position there at linebacker. Touchdown Giants.
38 yards a season long for Rashad Jennings.
Next, Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie keeps the Giants' comeback hopes alive.
Snap is good and it's blocked. Ball is scooped up.
Setting up a screen. Whitaker. Cameron Artis-Payne on the catch and run. And he is out to the 36. Artis-Payne gets a hole left side and breaks out. Down inside the 40, and he's had a nice game today. The rookie gets 26.
Well, the offensive line, Ryan Khalil, the center, he kicks out. You're going to see there, and Trey Turner, their right guard, and look at the hole that he has to run through. I mean, he's 20 yards downfield before he even gets touched.
Third down and 8. Newton's going to take it and pick it up. Unstoppable when he drops back, sees an alley, and just takes off.
Well, I laughed just because it was just not too long ago he was on the sidelines icing down his knee. And here on a 3rd and long, and they call the run for Cam Newton, and they don't like him taking hits, but they're not going to keep from doing some of the things that he does best.
This one is incomplete. Ginn, the target. 34-yard try, and it's blocked. Live ball. Rogers Cromartie got to it, blocked it, picked up by the Giants. Rogers Cromartie blocked it. And Amuka Merrick comes away with a recovery.
Well, Rogers Cromartie, he comes off the edge tight with great speed here, and he's able to lay out.
Well, the guy jumped the snap. I thought he either jumped it and was early, or he timed it perfectly, and that's what happened on that one. I mean, he came off 41, came off the edge, and either had it timed perfectly or just jumped it.
I noticed that the edge was kind of tight, and I've been watching Prince come off a few times before, and he was just like there, and I said if we lay out, we can get one, so I just laid out.
That was to make it a 3-score game. Now it's a 14-point game with basically 9 minutes left. What does Eli have in store? Out of the backfield, it's Shane Vereen. Forced out by Davis. A gain of 5.
Well, we'll see what Ben McAdoo wants to do as the offensive coordinator and play caller. A lot of times on a dramatic change of momentum, you take a shot down the field. We'll see what he does here on 2nd down.
Welcome in a new audience. That's Will Tye, the tight end, as this game is turned around completely. Beckham. 2nd down here.
The Giants got him on their heels right now.
Manning. This one is picked off by Tillman. Nix fell down. And Eli Manning has just thrown his 11th interception of the season. Here's the pressure.
Well, K'Wan Short, he gets Eli's arm as he's throwing it, but Eli just trying to avoid a sack. He's really just throwing it up.
Ball just got tipped, it's throwing it away, and ball got tipped out of, tipped a little bit out of the hand, or my elbow got hit, so it just got fluttered up there, and they got a cheap one.
From the 20, handoff is to Artis-Payne. The ball's out. Recovered by the Giants and Kerry Wynn. First turnover by Carolina in the game. And that read option comes back to bite the Panthers here.
Well, it bites them, I believe, because Cameron Artis-Payne is a rookie. He hasn't played in 6 weeks, and so he doesn't know how that feels exactly. Cam Newton trying to leave it in his pouch. He anticipates Newton pulling it and keeping it. The result is the ball on the ground, and it puts the Giants back in business.
That's what the Panthers have avoided for the most part all season. Fewest fumbles in the NFL this year. That's only their 9th. 6 lost.
118. What's that?
First down from the 14. Here is Jennings. And that's K'Wan Short making the play. The season could be hanging there for the Giants right here. 2nd and 8. Dropped off. Vereen looking for a block. Pass caught. Vereen. Touchdown.
Put Odell Beckham in the slot, as we pointed out, and you can see as he runs his route, he draws Roman Harper over towards him as well, and then Shane Vereen, he works from the backfield into that spot. There's a zone, there's a void in that zone, and they exploit
it. Next on the Game of the Week, the Panthers look to survive and stay perfect.
Graham Gano, with 5 seconds to go, will try a 43-yard field goal to keep Carolina undefeated.
Hey, shot. Let's get yours back. Hold on.
Finnegan creeping in, coming on a blitz. This is Vereen, who just had a touchdown. And Shane Vereen is able to pick up 2.5.
118.
Pass is caught. Beckham. Odell Beckham. Down inside the 20.
Put Odell Beckham in the slot, so you're not going to draw Josh Norman. You got Cortland Finnegan on him in man coverage on the drag route. Can't keep up with Odell Beckham. No way was he running out of bounds. He cuts it back in. Looked like he was even going to break that last tackle. Big 3rd down conversion. Coughlin would have had a decision to make there had they not have converted.
The Giants have a 3rd down and 5. Down by 7. Manning, that ball is at the moment loose. It is recovered by Carolina. The ball came out. Coughlin saying that Manning's arm was going forward. It's a turnover. They will give it a look. And it certainly looks like his arm is. But the ruling is a fumble.
Sure looks to me like it's an incompletion there and not a fumble. Once they look at this, it looked like it was Mario Addison who got the pressure on him.
After review, the quarterback's hand was going forward in control. It is an incomplete pass. It'll be 4th and 5 on the 14.5-yard line. Please set the game clock to 1 minute, 51 seconds. 1:51.
No disputing that the arm was going forward. It brings up 4th down and 5. The largest regular season deficit overcome. 28 points. The 49ers beat New Orleans in overtime in 1980. This would tie it. Giants trailed 35-7. But they need to convert on 4th down and 5. Carolina gets a stop here. They take over.
Hey, Jelly. Go 59, go 59. Middle.
see Odell Beckham, and on the outside, a bit of a double move, it looked like, by him, where he slow plays Josh Norman. As he comes off the ball, it looked like he started like he may go to the slant, and it gives Eli Manning then some room to lay it to the back pylon with Beckham getting a step.
Went through my progression and had a double move on him out there. They were playing man, and you know, which they didn't play much all day, and so finally got him one-on-one, and you know, got him a little double move, and was able to get the touchdown.
Being down 35-7 and come back and tie it up, that's an outstanding tribute to our team, to our players, to our coaches.
Blitz. This is Whitaker.
Ted Ginn is in the lineup. He's out here. He's their big play threat.
Newton protected. Pass for Olsen is caught. Into Giants territory. First down. Quick pass caught by Ginn. One timeout left. 32 seconds. Newton can't take a sack. He's able to slide down at the 25, and they're going to give him a first down.
It's just a great job by him. You see Whitaker go to the flat. Newton's not looking for him, and now it's him and Unga one-on-one, and no way Unga's going to make that play. And what a job by Cam Newton, a dual threat to set up this game-winning field goal.
His pulling the ball down and running did, for him, was, you know, that was the blow, I thought, was his running the ball. And we had some trouble with that earlier on too, but we were playing coverage, and he pulled the ball down and ran, and once he got started, it was hard to stop him.
Now Beckham is out there. He may try to get a running start and a leap. The kick is good. The Carolina Panthers win it on the 43-yarder by Graham Gano to get to 14-0.
That's how you win a championship caliber type of football game. I want you to understand a second thing. You are human, and that's what that proves right there. You have to stay focused, maintain your focus when you play a game. Good football teams with good players like this can come back. Stay focused. Stay focused. You guys want a tough game against a good football team. Understand that. Team on three. 1, 2, 3.